Oh, girl, I'm
Oh,
gonna call you back. I'm
you
on here.
are on the phone.
So Kendra, oh my gosh, I got an update for you.
Okay, you was on my show before?
Yes, and it's so horrible.
What happened?
It's a man preying on women from your show.
He's a man from my, was he on my
No,
show?
he's he's contacting women who comes on your show,
Okay.
and he's preying on them. And I just so happen to be one of his victims.
So tell me what he did.
Okay, he lied about from the time I talked to him to the time I found out the truth. He lied. Like he lied about everything. The story's so long. I've been emailing you, trying to tell you the story. I got the police involved.
Wait, so start from the top. Start from the top.
Okay,
So
I'm
first,
so
when did you come
nervous.
on my show?
Um, April.
Of this
I
year?
would have. Yes, I will have to go back and see. So
Okay,
I
so
basically
April of this,
told
so this
you.
happened within the last 3 months or so.
Yes, this, the situation just like evolved. Like I just found out he was lying about everything recent. Like this is so it's
Wait,
very
wait, wait. What's your
traumatizing.
name again, honey?
Truck Lady T.
Okay, but let's just start from the top so we can make sure we follow along the story. So you come
Okay.
on the show, and then did he DM you?
He sent me a DM. At first, I wasn't okay. So I wasn't a highlight, but I still got people sending me messages. So one day I was working and I responded to his messages, and then I gave him a phone number or whatever, but it wasn't my phone number. It was an app number. So we started talking. We was talking every day. Now, based off the information that he gave me, I'm like, okay, this man seemed like he's a nice individual. And we met up in Miami based off of the things he was telling me or whatever. But it comes to find out everything this man told me to
Well, what
the
did he tell you, truck
he
lady?
told me he's a lawyer for Young Thug. He's a lawyer at all. He told me he had 5 siblings. He told me that he had like Airbnb businesses. He had a restaurant. He told me anything that you could think of, this man told me.
And you believed it all.
No, I believe like okay, sort of down the line, I started getting skeptical because anytime I would say somebody's name, he like, oh, I know them. I'm like, in the back of my, I'm like, like, why is it every time I say somebody's name, you know them, and you throwing out big names, so it's like I know people, but I'm not gonna tell you who the hell I know because it's irrelevant. Why are you telling me this? So he started throwing out names. Now he, okay, before I started speculating that he was lying, he gave me a ring,
What kind of ring?
a engagement ring.
He proposed to you,
Yes.
and you said yes.
Yeah.
Why did you say yes? And you haven't known this man more than 3 months.
No, because the way that I've always imagined it, it's like, okay, I'm like, I want to be married, I want to have kids, and I don't really have a time frame on it. So it's like, I don't have a
But wait a
problem with.
minute. You just told me that you didn't
No, this
believe.
was no, this was after this. All this I found
Okay, when
all this
was
out
okay?
after.
When did he propose? Because you came on the show in April, and now we're in June. So when did he propose?
I would say like two, two. I would say like 3 weeks ago.
So 3 weeks ago, he got on one knee and asked you to be his wife.
Yeah.
And
So,
how many times had you seen him in person before 3 weeks ago?
but okay, like 4 times, and I was at his house for 2 weeks consecutive. Like,
Okay,
just
so at this moment, y'all got into a committed relationship.
yes,
And where did he live?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Okay, so you stayed at his house for 2 weeks in Pennsylvania.
Yes, my son. How I found out he lied about everything is my son called me and he was like, "I want to come home." He was with his father, so I catch a flight to go pick up my son. But when I pick up my son is sick, so I'm like, I'm finna stay home. I live in Michigan. I'm like, I'm finna stay home and I'm finna nurse my son back, healthy. But as soon as I pick up my son, he like, hey mom, I want to go to my grandma's house, So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let you go once you get better. But I tell him, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna make sure my son is good before I come back out there. Now the plan was for me to get my son and go back out there. I met his daughter. He met my son. I met his sister.
At this moment, are you guys engaged? This is 3 weeks ago.
Right now, no. I it's
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so when this happened, you wasn't engaged yet.
Yes, we was. When this happened, we was.
Okay, so this is within the last 3 weeks. So when did this
No,
happen?
this happened in the last week.
Last
What
week. Okay.
of me
Okay, so
finding this
you're
out.
engaged. You go home to take care of your son. Okay.
So I go there to take care of my son or whatever. So this Thursday, I left Wednesday, Thursday. I'm at home Thursday, and ever since I get home, it's like, well, when I get home and I tell him that, it's like he was trying to get me back there, but I'm like, no, I got to take care of my son. I got to make sure my son is good. Then, whatever. But ever since Thursday, okay, I'm at home Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Every day I'm home, we getting into it, and I don't understand why. And some of the things are coming to light, like this man stole money from me. This
How do you get access to steal money from you?
when we had went to Miami.
Okay.
This was like the we went to Miami and he had my credit. I didn't know he had
How did he
like
get your credit
my.
card?
I just left like my stuff in my purse, like around. I had several purses, so I just leave my purse there and just take another purse and like while we around Miami.
So okay, this was the first time you met him?
No,
Oh,
this
okay.
is the or whatever.
So you're saying
So
so in the last week you learned that when y'all were in Miami, he stole your credit card?
he stole my credit card. He ran my credit card up. I found out he was lying. I found that he didn't have all the siblings that he said he had. I found out he didn't go to law school. I found out that he's actually accountant and he's using his clients' accounts to try to fund his lifestyle. It's a lie.
Truck lady, real quick. When did you find out? I want to talk about the credit card situation. How did you
Mm,
find out he stole your credit card?
because I asked him about it and I'm like, why, what's going on? He like, well, I'm gonna pay you back or whatever. I'm like,
Wait,
well,
wait, pause.
you
No,
didn't
no,
have.
you're skipping. No, I need clear details. Did
Okay,
you see a?
so
Did you hold on? Did you see a charge
yes,
that you
I
didn't
seen
expect?
charges.
Okay, so when did you see the charge that you didn't expect?
I seen charges like I want to say a week ago.
A week.
So
So the charges happened a week ago.
no, I seen the charges. Like I got like I got 6 cars, and I don't
So
always
when did?
check my
Okay, so
apps.
when did he make those
So
charges?
he made those charges when we was in Miami,
And when was you in
and
Miami?
we was in Miami. Hold on, let me check my phone. We was in Miami. The uh, I want to say the 17th of May. I'm not exactly sure. I have to go back on there and
So
look.
the 17th of May. So that's like a month after you being on my show.
Yeah. So we went to Miami or whatever, and why is this like this?
So
Okay.
after, and at this time, you hadn't known him that long. How many times have y'all met in person? If you were on my show in April and
We
Miami
met
17th, you were together.
we met once once. I want to say once.
So you
Because
met
after
once.
that, yeah, because he also came to Dallas, and yeah, then we was in Pennsylvania. We was supposed to take another trip, but I found all this information out.
But wait, you supposed to make another trip when?
We was supposed to take another trip last week.
Okay, before we get there, I'm gonna get to present time. I'm just trying to follow your timeline. So you come
Okay.
on my show. Someone told me April 12th you were on my show. Then
Okay.
and then a month later, like May 17th. So y'all must have started talking fast.
Yeah, we did. Like when he met after I messaged him, we was talking every single day. Like, cause
Okay.
I don't. At the time I came on your show, I was talking to one person, but it wasn't nothing serious. So once I started talking to him and we started talking about, what you want and what you looking for, and because I made it known, like I want to be married, I want something serious, and we made it known, like what I was looking for. It was like we were just talking every day. We got down to what you want, what's your beliefs, what's your background, covered all that. So based
Okay.
off what he was saying, I'm like, okay, well, you seem like a nice person. We said submit or whatever. But after the trip, it's no, not after the trip. After I came home for my son, that's when things started coming to light. Like things start coming to light. Like, he was lying about everything. I got in contact. I met his sister when I was in Pennsylvania, but we didn't have a conversation about him. I met his daughter. And after I left, things wasn't sitting right in my spirit, and some like tell me like, he kept trying to switch things around. Anytime I asked him a question, he would turn it around on me. And I'm like, I know nothing ain't wrong with me. So I'm like, okay, I started doing some digging. I started going on Google. I did a background check, trying to find people. I was able to find his ex-wife and his sister. I met his sister, so I reached out to. I was able to find her information on what's that app called with the job listings? Uh, Whatever website it was. I was able to find her information, and I sent her a message like, "Hey, this is me. Give me a call." Now, I did that. This was Tuesday. I was on my way back from Pennsylvania to get my stuff from his house, and I was at the airport. I sent her that message. As my flight landing, I get a text like, "Hey, this is me," or whatever. I say, "Hey, I'm landing. I'm gonna give you a call in 5 minutes." I talked to her and I'm like, "Hey, is something mentally wrong with your brother?" And she say, "No, what do you mean?" I say, he tell me that, he was raised in a two-parent household. He got 5 siblings. He got this going on. He like all the stuff that he lied about. That, his father, dad, and everything. She like, "Wait, hold on." She like, "No, we got 2 siblings. Our mother raised us. He doesn't do that." Um, uh, and basically everything he told me was a lie. I reached out to his ex-wife. She say, "Oh no, he's an accountant. Um, he told me he divorced 5 years ago. He divorced 2 years ago." She told me that he proposed to somebody while they were still married, and it's a lot. It's a lot more, and it's a lot more detailed. But I know that I was on your app and I was talking to my friends about this or whatever because it was a whole episode. Like, if I really sit down and tell you the whole story, like, it's really it's emotional for me
Well, let me jump in.
because
Let me jump in. Well, first things first. I wish there's a disclaimer I have at the top of the show which says I'm not reliable or liable for anybody you meet. And it's because of things like this. I wish I can say everybody watching the show has good intentions, but I can't. I cannot
yeah,
confirm the person that reaches out to you. I'm not taking away him lying to you, but I'm going to tell you some things you could have did better to not be a victim for his lies.
yeah,
First, they're telling me you were on the show April 12th. Today is June 17th. So that's a little over, like we're around the 2 month mark. And
mhm,
you got engaged to a man that you didn't even know for 2 months.
yeah. Now look, although I told him yes, I was skeptical until I'm like, okay, I
Well,
said
no, but
yes,
how about just don't
but
even be skeptical? Just be no. I don't know you. Like I'm saying, lies. How about this? Y'all should expect everybody to be lying. How about that? When you meet someone, it's almost like you
and
give them the benefit of the doubt. You don't really get to
okay,
know somebody more with time, right? So
yeah,
I'm not taking away his guilt or not taking away from him lying to you, but I want to make sure that you don't fall for this again. And I think you moved way too fast without with a man you have known less than 2 months. Like y'all did a lot in 2 months.
yeah. And that's another thing. Like usually, I can't say I know I move fast because usually, like, I don't give people a chance, and I'm very
Was he
skeptical.
real
I'm very
attractive? It must have been something
cautious.
about him that you really liked. Was it because
Like
he
I
said he
was
was Young Thug's
usually no,
manager?
he was the total opposite of what I would go for, Kendra. I was trying like usually I have a type is I'm very picky. But since I'm like, okay, well, what I've been doing lately has not been working. So I was gonna try something different. I'm like, I'm gonna keep an open mind and I'm gonna go for something that I usually don't go for. And then I'm like, okay, usually I always got my guards up. I'm always like I'm on it. My friends, they'll tell you, like, yeah, I'm on it. But I did the total opposite. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try something different and see if it works. I wasn't opposed to like trying something different and things moving too fast because you know the show Love is Blind, right? Well, have
Yes.
you heard of that? So I'm like, okay, because I even was I was supposed to go on that show, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just give things a chance. I'm gonna give somebody a chance, and I'm gonna go for their heart and not how they look and everything else. Because usually this type of man, I wouldn't go for.
Well, okay, so how did things end?
Well, right now, okay.
Oh, wait, one more thing. You said he's preying on women on my show, so he's reached out to
Oh,
other women?
yes, I found out from his ex-wife that he did this before somebody contacted her. I was on your app, and I was telling my friends, I'm like, I'm not gonna let this event hinder me from finding what I want. What's for me is for me. God gonna deal with him, and I'm gonna move forward because what he tried to do was break me, and what he will not do is break me. So I'm
Okay,
like,
but you
I'm gonna
said,
keep
but what
moving
is the
forward.
proof that he
Oh,
uh,
he's on your app. He's still on your app. He got a different age, occupation, and everything. I have text messages. I got video recordings. I got emails of everything from his sister when I was talking to him, when I was texting him. I got videos of everything because this ended very ugly. I got the police involved and everything.
so the police are involved because of the credit card charges?
Yes, that, and he also took money from my friend saying that he was a lawyer to do something for her,
What
but he's not a
friend gave
lawyer.
him money? What in the
No, but
world?
she okay to file some paperwork.
But
So
wait, okay, I got a question. You became an investigator in the last 7 days, found his sister and his ex-wife. Why didn't you start off there? Like you had your so you told your friend this guy you're dating is a lawyer and she hired him?
no, this was afterwards. She started asking him questions or whatever about certain things, and he was able to. Well, he was. I guess I don't know exactly their whole conversation, but she asked him questions or whatever. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get more information. If I don't, I'm gonna get somebody else to help me." So she reached out to him because yeah, she reached out to him and they had a conversation. She sent her money, but he sent her the money back because he was like, "I'm not able to help you with
So okay, so he didn't
what
get
you was
her
able to
money.
do." No,
Okay. So how much money did he charge to your credit card? Do you not want to share?
over $30,000.
And he made these charges in May, and you just noticed it the last
No,
7 days?
he made I would have to go back on there. It's my Amex card, so I would have to go back on there and see all the dates because I'm actually in the process of going through them or whatever and sending them to a detective.
This
Because I
is
have
a
yeah, it's way more to it, and I'm trying to summarize it. But I seen him. What made me do it was because his sister was like, whatever you do, continue to press charges. You need to get on there, tell Kendra what's going on. I'm like, I really don't want to, but I'm like,
well,
I know some
unfortunately, he
things.
makes a lot of allegations, and I can't allow you to say his
No,
name because of
yeah,
all the allegations that you're making. But
yes,
I have to say this. This is what I have to say. I'm sorry you went through that, and I pray you get your money back. And I'm not negating the wrong that he did. I just want to make all ladies watching a way to be wiser. Okay,
yeah,
and I
because he's
know
still
that
on your app.
love. Here's the deal. I know everybody wants love. Don't no, don't fall in love, okay? Be smart in love, okay? Because when you fall in love, you're in a fairy tale land, and I need y'all to be in the world, the real world, as you are being in love. And it literally has only been 2 months, and this man had way too much. I can't even see your face. This man had way too much access to your life within 2 months. Like you have got to y'all got to spend more time getting to know these human beings that y'all are meeting, because pretty much everybody gonna lie to some certain degree when you first meet them, but time gives all truth. So I want this to be a lesson for all people. Don't be so gullible and being so open to have strangers in your intimate space so fast.
Yeah, I mean, it
Like,
definitely is a lesson learned. Like, and I'm like, I still have my life, so I'm grateful for that. It's just I it's I learned a lot from this. Things that I usually wouldn't do, I did.
Well, go back to the
And
things that you usually wouldn't do and don't, and follow the usually wouldn't do.
that's what I
Because,
said.
like, the usually, I don't even listen. I know y'all always talking about fluid out, flight out, all that stuff. I believe when you dating, you stay in a different hotel. Y'all don't need to be in the same hotel room. I don't really know you still. Like, if it's fine if you live in, we can't really see your face. If you live in different cities, and I know, well, he got to fly me out. Okay, if that's what you live by, that's what you live by. But he also got to get you a hotel too if you're gonna fly by that because you don't know these people. Y'all don't know these people, okay? So y'all need to have separate places so this way you can go back to your hotel if things change. Now I don't know why you accept a proposal for a man that you know less than 2 months. That just it's to me that makes me seem like you just want to be in love and in a relationship so bad, so you wasn't like all the logical signs you probably were missing. Now that's just, I can't blame you entirely. I have to give you some blame because you participated. He shouldn't have did it. And here's the deal. I want to stand on that. What he did was wrong and he shouldn't have did it. But he couldn't get over on a woman like me because there have been too many things that we couldn't got to 30 days. And if I was to meet up with him, we ain't in the same hotel that fast.
Yeah.
You know? You got a lot of paid questions. You know they got a lot of things to say to you. You got a lot of paid questions. Let me go to some of the paid questions. Um, Okay, D Green said, "What's your contact info? Can you tell me his name? I met someone in the comments who sounds like the same man, but I cut it off quick, never even met." So she wants, you want to give out your contact info?
Yeah. Cause I said I was gonna do a storyline and go deep into it. So um
Do you want to give out your contact info to
yeah,
her?
my my Instagram is Truck Lady T.
Truck Lady T on Instagram if you guys want to DM her. So D Green is Truck Lady T on Instagram. Jihande said, "Baby girl, you have to grow and be more accountable. Do your homework before you encounter someone and holler at Theo Cooper."
Holla.
I don't know who that is. Coffee Killer said, "This is not as severe as you're making it out to be. Not some of us here in 2 weeks." Only thing I will say is this: she lost 30K. Now 30K is severe.
It was more than that, but that's you know.
30K
And I
is
can't say
severe.
I can't say that, I did play my part in it or whatever, and yes, I accepted it. But my thing was like, okay, I get to know you along the way or whatever the case may be. And if any red signs or my thing is if any red flags or anything was to appear, I'm gonna check it. And as soon as they start and I started to see them, I'm like, okay, well, this not adding up. This not making sense. And I bring it to the table. It's just that when I bring it to the table, everything had already when I started to become aware, it's just
So
like
up
everything
until
just
so just so to for
happened.
clarity, your red flags didn't begin until you went to 3 weeks ago.
And so no, last week.
So your red flags just began last week.
Yeah, when I came home, like once I noticed my account and I came home for to get my son, everything just started. Because I was telling my friend, I'm like, something just don't seem right. I don't want to really speak up on it, but I'm just gonna pray and I'm gonna ask God to reveal everything. And when I got home, it's like everything just started to became clear. Like I learned out
Where's your
everything.
engagement ring?
Hold on, it's right in this
Turn the
purse.
light back on. Turn the light back on. We can't see your face anymore.
It's in a purse because hold on.
And turn the
Oh,
light back on the way you had it.
right here.
Okay, yeah. Where's the engagement ring? This is the engagement ring he gave you.
Yep.
How did he propose? I'm just
It
curious.
was.
Like,
It
was
was.
it romantic?
Yeah, but it was like my thing was we was like, okay, well, we're still gonna get to know each other along the way. He gave me
Okay.
two rings to choose from.
He gave you, oh, so he had two. And how did it actually happen? Like he got down on one knee where you're at a restaurant?
No, I was no, we was in a host in an Airbnb. Came in, it was like rose petals and flowers and everything. And then when I came in, he was like right there. with
Did
the
you check your
rings.
credit card to see if he charged the rings to your credit card?
No, they not on there.
Okay, they're not on there. All right. Um, Andre Foss said, I think we just got slower listening to this madness. Um, LII said, you don't app, you don't all this, or you done all this talking, and sorry you went through that, but tell us and stop playing respectfully. I'm not sure what that is. Okay. Kings of Queens says she thought he had money. That's why she moved fast. Did you think he had
Well,
money?
not necessarily. I have money. I drive trucks, so it's not all about the money. I like the way the things that he told me, allegedly, from his background. So it's not all about the money because I have money. If I didn't
But
have the
did you
money, he
think he
wouldn't have been
had
able to
money?
sue
I
me.
mean, I know you had money, but were you excited that you felt that this guy had money? He's on your level. Did you think he
Yeah,
had money?
man. Yeah, I thought he had some money, of course, but it wasn't just for the money.
Understand. Okay. Corvette said, I want to know where the ring is. We just saw the ring. We just saw the ring. Igbo said, it's not Kendra's fault. You're thirsty and slow, man.
Well, I never said it was Kendra's fault.
Right.
I just came out here to tell my story. Thirsty, I could get anybody I want.
Okay. She get anybody she wants. Oh, Coffee Killer had another question earlier. If you go for something different and still didn't work, the common denominator is you, man.
No, it's not.
You
Maybe it's
definitely gotta be smarter. Like
yeah.
what I will say is you gotta maybe discernment is not a gift everybody has, but you have to get better discernment. Stop being so trusting to strangers.
And
Do not allow
I'm usually
access to
not.
people. Like at the end of the day, 2 months, you don't still even know this man, to be quite honest. It's 2 months
Yeah.
to this day. So you move really, really fast. The Tate Gaming said, all that head, and she's okay. We're gonna keep going. This is Risa Tessa, part 51 to 75. They're calling you the girl from TikTok.
And it's if I go in detail, it really is.
Well, y'all need to stop. That's not a compliment. When I saw
It's not.
her, when I
It's
saw her story, I
it's
the
traumatic.
person said if we wouldn't got to we would have finished episode one because there was a red flag in episode one. Um, D Green said definitely did a lot in 2 months. I guess what they say about male truck drivers goes for female truck drivers. That's the one that wants to know his name. Um,
No, that's not true. Because before I was messing with him, all I did was work, take care of my child, work, take care of my child.
okay. Chance the Chief said Kendra's patient as hell. She would have got 100 dams. That's crazy from me. All right. So now, right now, where you're at is you're doing an investigation with the police.
Yes, but I did see him on your app, so that's why his sister's like, you need to reach out to Kendra, let
Well,
her
here's the
know.
deal. I mean, let's just talk about this. In all dating apps, and not just my app, they lie about age. I had a woman up here on my show who literally did an interview with me, and then I went to the app. She had a different age and a different name. So even on the app and all apps, still proceed with caution.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people out there, and y'all good-hearted, angel-walking people. You have to always proceed with caution. Always listen. You have to have your guard up, and you always have to get to know a person first. Especially, do not have your credit cards around people. Now, I pray you can get your $30,000 back. I really do. I pray you get your money back. That's terrible. And I think just the may he get what he gets. I mean, I feel like isn't that like a jail? That could be a jail offense, correct?
Yes, because he was writing bad checks and everything. So
He charged $30,000 and he wrote checks in your name.
he tried to pay the balance off. That's how I found out. Like okay. Once I talked to his ex-wife and she told me he was an accountant, some of the things that he was doing, it started to like click. I'm like, okay, so once I seen that he tried to go and he tried to give me a check to pay his balance, but the check bounced. I'm like, he was like, well, I'm gonna pay it, but I'm like, you know, his ex-wife said his accountant, so he got access to other people's accounts that he trying to pay my card off with.
Child, listen, I am very, very sorry you went through this. My first prayer is you get your money back. I think that should be your my first prayer is that you get your money back.
Yeah.
Keep me in the loop on how that scenario goes.
Okay. Because I tried to email you. I didn't know if that email actually worked.
There's a couple girl. It's not even about email workings. Emails don't always come to me like you don't just email me and I get it. There's steps
Okay.
to
See, I'm like
emails.
somebody will see it or assisted somebody
But no,
because I'm like, okay.
I didn't know anything about your story until this moment.
Yeah. I mean, because I haven't really spoken about it because it's a lot. It's a lot to talk about. And it's different things that I haven't even told you about. So that's why I was like, okay,
You're not pregnant, are you?
no, oh no,
Okay, okay.
no,
Do you want to?
no.
You got more questions? Do you want to hear it?
Go ahead.
Okay, I can't pronounce all y'all names. Sophie said, "Man, banks are not responsible for reckless behavior. Human error is on you. If the bank refunded you and people like you, banks would collapse." I don't know. This person doesn't believe it. She says, "Kendra, this is fake, and she's trying to come up on social media. Please don't make her a highlight. That's what she wants. This is fake, 1,000%."
What you want to hear a recording?
No, we don't want to hear a recording. I mean, she just showed us the ring. Honestly, I'm gonna say this is embarrassing to be fake. Like this is not a story
That
that
I
you
would
should
want to
want
tell
to make
nobody
up to be attached to. So there's no good clout. You
from
know,
this.
yes, I know people want to be famous, but I don't know why. I mean, I don't know if this, well, maybe because of Risa and how her life changed, but that's a once
No,
in a lifetime situation. I don't think everybody's going to become a star off of being played by a man. So I hope, I don't see any good reason to stand by this lie if it was a made up story.
that part. And I wouldn't have evidence and people to back up what I'm saying. And only reason I really was saying something because I seen that he's still at it. And yes, I am a victim of his foolishness and everything. Although he stole money from me, I know I could get that back. I done lost. Oh, it was a bug. I done lost more money than that. So that's not a problem. I just don't want another woman to fall victim to his shenanigans.
No, I understand. Carlos Sue said, "I'm sorry this happened to you." Okay. Um, okay, Coffee Killer wants to know when y'all went on trips, who paid for them?
Um. Okay. So,
Be honest.
uh, Miami trip he paid for the.
What did he pay for Miami? He paid for your flight?
He paid for like a yacht. He paid for. We had went out to like steakhouses. He
Did
paid
he
for
pay for
that.
your flight?
Yeah.
He paid for your flight. Did he pay for where y'all stayed?
The Airbnb. I paid for that.
You paid for the Airbnb, but he bought your flight.
Yeah. What else? Um, Dallas. He paid for. And then stuff in Pennsylvania. He was paying for.
Okay. Okay. So when he paid for your flight, did he give you the credit card? Like, or he just booked it and sent
No,
you the
he
information?
he just booked it and sent me the information. Like he also booked a trip for. Okay, so for Mother's Day, he booked a trip for me and my friend to go to St. Lucia's.
Did y'all go?
No, the trip was supposed to be in August.
Oh, so y'all didn't go. So what did you do for Mother's Day? Were you guys together?
No, I was with my son, so no, we wasn't together because
So he
my
gave
child was
you
still
and
in
your friend a
school.
Mother's Day gift?
Yes, because okay, so by me driving trucks, my friend was helping me with my son. So
So
I
why did
was
your man buy your friend a Mother's Day
no, I
gift?
was talking to him like, I don't I'm trying to figure out what to give, what I could do for my friend. And he He just so happened like, okay, what's her birthday? And I gave him a birthday. Next thing I know, he sent me a confirmation for us to go on the trip. I'm like, it caught me out the blue because I was literally standing next to her, and I wasn't expecting him to do that.
Okay. So he bought y'all both and he sent y'all the confirmations. So you have a trip for St. Lucia in August.
Yeah.
Keep the light on. We can't see your face when
Oh,
you turn the light on.
thank the bugs.
Oh, okay. We're almost done. There's somebody in defense for you. Let me read this. Um, Hollywood said, "Why are y'all cousins being so mean and judgmental? This woman is not trying to come up. She's already got bank. This was brave of her to share. She's trying to help y'all miserable asses." So Hollywood is siding with you. Okay.
Thank.
Someone said a yacht. So let's go to that. You said he rented a yacht.
Yeah, in
So was
Miami.
it just you and him on the yacht?
Yeah.
Okay. It was just you and him in the yacht. All right. Well, listen, again, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry you went through this. And I want you to keep me updated. I really want you to get your money back. And if all things align and you have proof, there could I don't really know the law like that, to be quite honest, but I feel like there got to be some type of repercussions, even jail time, because he stole your credit card.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wait, someone said this. Girl, you done got everybody. Tam Renee said, "You are calm. His name would have been where truck lady is. $30,000 ain't no joke."
I am because it took a for the last couple of days. When I talk about it, I get emotional. So it's like it's nothing really I could really do about it but proceed legally. I have a lot to lose. Now I could have went the other route. I could have
Don't
burned
say
some shit
anything
down.
that you want to be held accountable for.
I could have did something that was crazy. But I have a lot to lose and I have a child.
Yeah, so don't even allude to that. Um, some people think you paid for the trip. They said you paid for everything because he got 30K from you.
I mean, you can think what you want to think. I mean,
So you didn't pay for none of the trips?
um, I paid for the Airbnb. I paid for what else I did. I had bought him a gift when we was in Miami. Um, and yeah, and whatever else, because I haven't like I looked at the credit card thing. I took screenshots of my credit card statement and I sent it to the detective. It's just that the more I look into stuff or the more I really go in detail with stuff, it just angers me. So in order for me to like, I'm like I still got to move forward. I still got to live. So it's like I'm just sometimes I try not to think about it and just think about my job and my child and just moving forward.
Okay, okay. Last one says someone said you're not upset enough to have lost 30,000.
I I lost 100K before.
To a
So
man?
no, not to man. I just blew
Okay,
it. I blew it. So I know what I'm capable of. I could make it, lose it. It's money. I know my hustle, my drive, so I know I can make it back. Like I
okay,
said, I drive trucks. So and there's a lot of other things that I could do.
okay. Um,
I have a hustle mentality.
Coffee Killer, why would he take money from you freely, paying for many of your activities? So I guess there's the thinking is if he paid for all these trips, which had to cost money, why would he have the need to steal money from you if he paid for all these trips?
I don't know why did he pursue me lying. It's a lot of things that does not make sense to me, and I can still cannot get answers to because he changed his number. He's not even talking to his sister right now because she spoke to me. He changed his number and don't even want to talk to people. A person that's innocent would not move the way he's moving.
No, I mean, I will say this. I do believe your story, to be quite honest, for the simple fact is this ain't a story that I would have attached myself to if it was a lie. I don't think it comes with good clout. I think right now though, okay, enough questions. We had enough questions. I think right now though, you gotta let's start with resolution, right? So resolution is let's get your 30K back, right? Because of the strong allegations, we can't say his name, but she gave you her DM. If y'all, I mean, what y'all do outside of this platform and you DM her, that's between y'all. But I can't prove what you're saying. Although I believe you, I can't prove what you're saying. So I can't allow you to say his name. Okay. We gotta go. Keep me, but I would like for you to keep me in the loop of you getting your money back. I hope you really do get your money back.
Okay.
Okay. Bye, sweetheart.